leadership crisis within the new Nigeria People's Party, also known as the NNPP, has sparked debate, with some stakeholders asserting that the party is not experiencing a crisis, but rather facing external attacks. The party's internal dynamics has been under scrutiny, particularly regarding the tenure of its executives and the legitimacy of its leadership. Now, joining me to speak on this is Oginni Olaposi, the National Secretary of the NNPP, joins virtually from Ogun State. Thank you for your time, Mr. Oginni.
Thank you. Good evening. Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening.
I mean, it's been said that your party is not under crisis, but under some sort of attack. How do you react? Is that the situation? Is your party under attack?
The NNPP is not under attack. Rather, NNPP as a party that was founded and founded by Dr. Boniface Okechukwu and Eboda is a party that has survived the antics of hijackers, which Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso happened to be the leader of that hijacker, repaying the benevolence of Dr. Boniface Okechukwu and Eboda, who, out of being a pan-Nigerian, offered the platform of NNPP for Senator to contest 2023 presidential election. I listened to my friend Ladipo Johnson. He said we are friends when they came out. But I don't know the kind of friend I will call Ladipo Johnson, because a friend that will not be able to be honest and be able to at least speak truth to the power. Because the unemployed character with Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, like my friend, as he called himself, Barrister Johnson, are the ones that have been misleading Senator Rabi Musa Kwankwaso without telling him the fact. Even as a lawyer, when you know and you are aware of the verdict of Federal Capital Territory judgment, a landmark judgment of the Federal Capital Territory, that on April 3rd, Kwankwaso and his team that has been expelled from the party led by Juji, they filed a case to stop the convention of New Nigeria People's Party and Congress.
It appears we are having a bit of difficulty connecting with Mr. Olaposi Oginni. Is the National Secretary of the New Nigeria People's Party, and he's joining virtually from Ogun State. But what we are, of course, discussing at the moment is the leadership crisis within the party. Even though we've had individuals say that the party is united and there are no factions, but what appears to be on ground is that the party seems polarized, along two sides. One, of course, tilting towards its founder, Dr. Boniface Onyebuna, and the other towards its presidential candidate in the just concluded 2023 presidential election, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. And of course, this borders around the leadership of the party and running of its affairs. But we'll definitely return back to this after this break. Do stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on News Central Television, and of course we are discussing matters arising around the leadership, well, I call it crisis within the NNPP. And I still have with me Mr. Oginni Olaposi, National Secretary of the NNPP, joins actually from Ogun State. Thank you for your time, sir. Before we lost connection with you, you were trying to sort of establish what exactly is happening within your party, saying that it's pretty much united. However, there are some individuals within the party that you feel are not acting in the best interest of the party.
Yes, thank you very much. Like I rightly said, that the New Nigerian People's Party is not under any form of attack like people Johnson has said. I suppose he has said it severally, saying it that we are friends when they came to the party. But we are not embracing them as a friend and come and betray us and like that our party. So he came with Dr. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso as a member of the Kwankwasia group. And there was a form of memorandum of understanding between the party and the Kwankwasia group and TNM and some other groups that came to join the party. And after 2023 general election, that memorandum expired. Now, they went to court to challenge the power of the Board of Trustees that is led by Dr. Anebole to put the process of emergence of new leadership of NNPP into power. And when they went to Federal Capital Territory High Court, by the special grace of God, they challenged the convention and the congresses that they thought that they can come and hijack the party through the back door. But I give it to Nigerian democracy, the Nigerian judiciary that are strengthening our democracy. The court, in the wisdom of the Federal Capital Territory High Court, in entirety, all the prayers and reliefs that the Kwankwaso and his group were searching for were dismissed because the court says that what they brought before the court was an abuse of court process, because the Abia State High Court that some of our members went to has conferred the power and legitimacy on the Board of Trustees. And the Board of Trustees led by Dr. Anebole was the one that put into process the emergence of new leaders through congresses and conventions. So the effort of Kwankwaso to stop the convention that produced Dr. Major Agbo as the chairman, the authentic chairman of the Nigerian People's Party as we talk now. The congresses and the convention that produced Dr. Major Agbo is the same congresses that produced Comrade Oginni Olaposi as the secretary of the party. And the leadership of the party is now in our hands. On April 3rd, a landmark judgment was delivered. And the judgment stated clearly that the court has no power to stop us from doing our convention, our congresses, and coming up with the new leadership. Now, I saw Ladipo Johnson as a lawyer telling all Nigeria that they should go and Google INEC. What is he talking about? He's talking about all records. They belong to the dustbin of history.
But sorry to come in here. Sorry to come in here, Mr. Oginni, because right now I'm on INEC's website, and I'm of course looking up. I'm looking up
record when we were together before the crisis.
Okay, but this is exactly where I'm going. This is exactly where I'm going. I'm on INEC's website right now, and I can see that the logo is red and white, and the names I'm seeing here are different. I don't know if you get what I mean, sir. So
what I'm telling you now is that by the 3rd of April judgment, it is now Major Agbo and Oginni Olaposi that is leader of the party. But you know, there is due process for these new names to be updated and the new leadership to emerge. So they should stop confusing Nigerians.
Okay, so I mean, so that we'll get clarity. Sorry, sir. Let me come in here.
Let me give you a scenario. For instance, if there is an election today and a new president is being voted in to take over this of power in Nigeria, you know how many months it will take for the whole government to step aside and for the government to take over. Now, the process of taking over as the new leadership of the party is already done, and the court has confirmed it. And as I'm speaking now, Ladipo Johnson and these unemployed characters that are with Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, they did not even appeal that judgment. And that is a substituting judgment or the Federal Capital Territory High Court, which they were the plaintiff. Don't forget that these people were the ones that took us to court. We were planning our convention and congresses on our home. But they thought they can use the courts to use the backdrop to stop the process. So, but God in His infinite mercy has given us a judiciary that is trustworthy in Nigeria. So I say kudos to judiciary, kudos to the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu that have not been interfering with the judicial process. So because of that, we are able to get a very good judgment at the Federal Capital Territory.
So let me just put it to you, sir. Let me put it to you. Please hold on. Please hold on. Please hold on. Please hold on. Yes, please hold on. Let me put it to you, sir. So when will Nigerians expect maybe this new change, in leadership? When do you think it would reflect on the INEC website?
Thank you. You see, I've told you the scenario. It won't take much longer than necessary. We got the judgment on the 3rd of April. And let me tell you how the system works. If you get a judgment on the 3rd of April, 2025, you don't expect INEC that as an impartial organization to rush in quickly and start updating, because the Kwankwasia people that lost in court, Kwankwaso and his unemployed character that lost massively in court, they still have right of appeal, they have right of stay of execution. But to the glory of God, they did not exploit that right. The stay of execution lasts for only 30 days, and they didn't do that. And the reason why I believe they did not go for appeal is that there is nothing to appeal for them here. They already know that they are hijackers. They know all their tricks that we expose in court. And the court says that Dr. Aneboda, as the founder of the party and the chairman board of trustees, had the power to put in place the exercise of congresses and convention. Leadership of political party cannot just emerge anyhow. There are processes through electoral act, and we follow that one to the letter. And that is what happened. So what we are saying now is that all what Ladiko doesn't say is that what Yoruba people says, "Agbonyesi, non-jelobe," is just making allusion to the past. It's just making allusion to the past records. What is he talking about? They went to court as a plaintiff and they lost woefully. So what are they talking about?
All right. So you are saying that, just so we move away from that,
and the new
Mr. Olaposi, so you are saying that the details on the INEC website will soon be updated to the act to...
It's just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time. All right. Let's move away from that and let's talk about what some other allegations that some members of the party are sort of calling favors, with the ruling party for personal interest. And as against being an opposition, they seem to be an extension of the ruling party because of what they are benefiting. How do you react to that?
Thank you very much. I want to say this to all Nigerians. We must learn to know that there are times that when we are doing politicking and going for election, it different from the time when all of us must come together as a nation to build a nation and even give the ruling party or the government in power constructive criticism, giving them suggestions, helping them to think out of the box, and helping Nigeria to get out. All of us cannot be in power at the same time. If APC is there today, we know that one day, one time, NNPP time will. Like from 2002 up to date, NNPP has been winning elections. Pocket of elections, House of Assembly, senatorial, and all that. Even before the advent of Congress. I said it repeatedly that if NNPP has not been winning elections, there is no party that Congress will come and win. So we have been in existence and we have been winning elections from over 23 years that Dr. Aneboda has founded the party, and that is why we are surviving. And I want to say it for record purpose that Dr. Abi Musa Kwankwaso has quoted a party that was disregistered. The party sank. The party was led by one Asiwaju from Kwara State. They can't make it because they did not even have the charismatic power of putting things together and making a party that will win. They came to NNPP through the benevolence of a man and support of all of us they met in the party. And then we are able to win Kano State. But they cannot manage success.
So are you...
Who cannot manage success?
So this is, I'm sorry, Mr. Olaposi, you have established, you have moved away. Please get this correctly. I just asked, a direct question. Some elements, are you alluding to the fact that some elements within your party see your party as an extension of the ruling party? I would like you to speak on that.
It is just the imagination of those that are saying that. Do you know why? Let me tell you the reason why they are saying all these rubbish they are talking about. Let me tell you what happened in that FCT. They went to FCT High Court and they got injunction against us. Now, when we now came to court to present our case, they started shouting that it's the federal government that is supporting us to get the judgment. How does that one add up? You are the one that took your case to Federal Capital Territory High Court, and without our knowledge at the background, you got an injunction to stop our convention. And as a law-abiding party, we made sure that we did not do that convention until the expiration of that injunction. The injunction naturally packeted itself after 7 days. And they still went to court to go and report that, okay, we are still going on with the convention. But the court said there is nothing that we have done that is contempt of court here. So what we are saying now is that anytime that we give it back to them and we wrestle them down, they will be shouting that it is the federal government that is supporting Dr. Aneboda, that is supporting Oginni, that is supporting the Duago, that is supporting Kabiyesi, Omokanyi, and all that. So what we are saying is that we are a political party and opposition that will always be coming with constructive criticism. You don't be an opposition when you are coming with destructive criticism.
So just to put this to rest, Mr. Oginni, I would ask you a direct question. So is your party being supported by the federal government? Are you supported by the federal government? Is the NNPP being supported by the federal government?
No, that is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
In the NNPP that we led, we are just being objective. We are trying to be pragmatic and try to speak the truth to the power. You cannot just be saying that for opposition sake you want to be criticizing the government every time. Let me tell you now, it may shock you, I'm an opposition leader, but the price of rice and some food items are already coming down in Nigeria. Should I not say kudos to Tinubu for doing that? When the prices of all these food items were skyrocketing, people were that the government is clueless, is not doing what they are doing. Now that everything now is coming to normalize, should I say because I'm an opposition, I should be condemning APC-led government and the Tinubu-led government?
Should we take that as an endorsement for a second term to the president? Sorry. From the scenario you have given, please hold on. From the scenario you've given right now, sir, are you saying, are you giving Mr. President, the president, an endorsement for second term based on what you said?
That is not an endorsement. What I'm saying is that we are being objective. We are a party that we show objectivity. We don't have any other country than Nigeria. This country that is called Nigeria is our home. Whether you belong to party A or party B, or you are APC, or you are NNPP, or you are Labour, we are still Nigeria. We don't have any other party. So when you have a government in power that is doing well, you say, kudos to you here, but we are going to meet during the election. Then you look to area that you will use to campaign against them, but not to condemn every of their actions. That is what we are saying. So, as far as I am concerned, Kwankwaso is running scatter as a running man, talking all this rubbish that they are spinning out because he lost paper with Mr. President. Everybody knew that he was running and begging to become minister. The same thing that happened to NNPP was the one that happened to Kwankwaso. They are so savvy that if you don't have it, they want to bring down the roof. And that is not how to play politics. Politics, we need to be objective and be constructive.
All right.
That is our position.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. Mr. Oginni Olaposi is the National Secretary of the New Nigeria People's Party. He, of course, joins virtually from Ogun State. It's been a pleasure, sir. Thank you once again for your time.
Thank you very much for having me. God bless.
All right.